Today, folks, in the podcast, we have someone who isn't afraid to boogie. When you play a certain song, it's your man, Dylan Dooley, and he loves a good TikTok. First of all, Dylan, how's yourself?
I'm brilliant, my man. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. A bit disappointed about Scotland losing the day.
We were now off. See, after last night when we qualified, I'm looking at first about it.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. It's been a weekend off celebrating, eh?
It's mate, my birthday's on Tuesday, so I was out last night celebrating.
Take it,
trying to celebrate.
Take it, had a cheeky wee dog.
What a mad dog. Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. Oh, superb, mate. Superb. What do you usually like to mix in it? Do you just have it plain, or do you sometimes like to mix it?
Mate, I went through a mad see during lockdown. I became a wee bit alky. I went through a stage of putting brain liquors into it.
Right.
That's how I started doing some of my TikTok started with it. It was just putting like 2 brain liquors in the Mad Dog, and then from there I just ended up even more unhealthy.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Did what is it? One of your videos you have like the 2 brain liquors and a bit of Powerade in the Mad Dog. What does it taste like? Is it good? Is it good?
I said it was good to everybody else, mate, but see when you tried it, it was average. It was average.
Was it? Alright, because I mean, like, I remember going see my uncle and that. I remember when I was younger, I was quite gullible and stuff. And they always used to say when we went for a McDonald's and that, they'd be like, oh, put a bit of tomato ketchup in your McFlurry. It tastes good. And then we'd actually do it. And then they're like, what are you doing? Aye.
Nah, mate, what do you think of people that dip their chips into the milkshake, into the McFlurries? Have you seen that?
Aye, I've seen that. Aye. Would you
I've never done it, man. It's just no. I've not done it, mate, but I see people doing it all the time, man.
Would you dip chips into a milkshake?
Into a milkshake.
Aye.
I've seen that. Chips into a milkshake, then chips into a McFlurry.
That's bogging, mate. Bogging. Do you like a good dessert yourself?
Aye, mate. I love cookie dough, man.
Do you?
There we go. Mate, cookie dough's dynamite, mate.
I'm more a milkshake. See, like Oreo milkshake, Oreo sundae. So that sort of thing, man. Like, I don't know. Mate, see the cookie dough and
Milky
the
bar cookie dough, man.
Aye, the cookie dough with the ice cream inside it and the pizza box. I can't really get into it, but I know like my sister and like her pals love it, man.
No, mate, that's what I think, man. That's my go-to thing, mate. Is a dessert.
Brilliant, man.
Yes, man, a dessert. I like go for dessert.
So usually at the start of the podcast, always like to start at the beginning. So what was life sort of growing up, Dylan?
So life growing up for me, it was alright, mate. It was not bad. Could probably be a single parent, just my mum on her own. Mm-hmm. My gran brought me up a wee bit through that. Life was what it was, mate. My upbringing wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything bad. We stayed in massive high flats, mate. Right in the middle of Tory Glen, right in the middle of a scheme. This probably the schemiest place called the Circus. Probably you don't know what it is, but people that do know Tory Glen is rough as anything, man. I grew up there. Then I moved to Crawford, which wasn't that far away, a bit horrid. And then kind of first and second year, I used to do a wee bam. I'd run about, jump on garages and running there, tap of motors and egging windies and all that. Aye. And then when I hit kind of third year, mate, it just kind of changed. My wee boy's mum, I've got 2 wee boys, Jackson and Ruben. Aye. I met their mum in kind of second, third year, and she just kind of changed me completely. I ended up being the captain of my school. I went to Malawi in 5th year to help them build classrooms and renovate classrooms as well.
Fantastic.
Ended up with 8 hires, 6 hires and 2 advanced hires, a bit of university to study criminal justice.
Brilliant, mate.
So things like that in my life just went to like being a wee dick, and then all of a sudden something just clicked.
Aye, I know, mate. That's the thing. Like, I think everyone goes through a spell of being a wee fanny, but like something always. Sometimes it happens for people a lot later than it actually should. But see, when it does click, you're you're good sort of thing, you know.
No, definitely. That's all you need is something to. I left uni though and started selling cars when I was 19. Mm-hmm. And since then, that's what I do now. I have no look back at it, man.
Aye, fair enough. So, what in the auto trade did you work for?
So, just now I work for Peter Vardy, Vauxhall.
Right, okay.
I worked for Macklin Motors Nissan for like 4.5 years. Mm-hmm. And I've just recently changed, mate. 3 weeks ago, almost started 3 weeks ago with Vauxhall.
Decent, mate, decent. Could you sort of a good deal if I was looking for a car?
Anybody get a good deal?
Yeah, I know. Mate, my mum used to work.
Anybody that's watching, hit me up.
My mum used to work at, you know, Arnold Clark and Pollockshaw's Road.
Aye.
My mum used to work in. Aye, my mum used to work in that. Aye.
What did she do?
It's just car sales. Just car sales. Wasn't it a mechanic?
Oh, did she?
Aye, like this was years ago, Dylan. This was.
Class, man. You're more getting right in about it.
Aye,
Women do well, man. Women do well. See, because like, when customers come into the branch, they pure don't trust guys. But see, women, mate, women are heavy. People just trust them, do you know what I mean? Automatically. Whereas they always think guys are trying to rob your money or fucking try to do you one over or whatever like that. Whereas women are heavy. I don't know, they always end up doing well, but.
Aye, I know. I take it with like selling cars and stuff like that. Like when I've sort of looked for cars in the past, you always get the salespeople that just like you go to some garages and they just don't talk to you at all. Whereas like we sometimes go into garages and salespeople just like leave you alone or like that. Like do they not want to come up and say, "Can I help you with anything? How you getting on?" sort of thing. So
it's mental how the way some garages work. The way I work is when I sell cars, mate, I just treat everybody the same. See my wee granny come into the back, that's the way I treat everybody that comes in. There's too much info these days online to pull wool out of people's eyes. Do you know what I mean? Don't bullshit, just be straight up with it. That's exactly what I'm on, man.
Aye. What car have you got these days?
So, mate, I used to have a lovely car. I had a Mercedes C300 Coupe. And then I had a Mercedes A45 before that, so I had cracking cars. And then when I changed from Macklin Motors to Peter Vardy, I handed my car back, mate, and I've now got a company car. So we change every month. Just now I'm driving a Vauxhall Insignia. Like brand new car, and we change it every month or two, so it's not bad, mate.
But was that kind of one of the things that swayed you to go to Vauxhall?
No, it was just the job that when I was with Macklin Motors, I was meant to be going to Africa this year to help build schools and renovate classrooms again, the same as what I'd done back in 2013. Mm-hmm. But when COVID happened, I had to hand my notice in so that I came after payroll for 6 weeks that I was away. Mm-hmm. And then Macklin Motors just said to me, "Oh, we're getting rid of 6 people. Mm-hmm. You're going to be one of them because you've handed your notice in before." Right, and as we always said, I'm not going to Africa anymore because of COVID, so I'm not travelling away, so my notice is void. And they're like, "Nah, well, we're just going to get rid of you."
That's it, man. At least you got a job with Peter Vardy then. In the end.
See, once you're in the motor trade, mate, though, and I've been there for 5 years, people kind of know you and things like that. And once you're in it, and if you do well, like managers and that, or speaking stuff like that, so when I went down, their manager knew my manager, and I just started the next day. So it's just one of those things, man.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. How did you get into this TikTok scene then?
So TikTok, I started it in May. I think it was April, May, and it was the same as everybody else. Lockdown happened, everybody was shouting about TikToks and all that stuff, and you're seeing all the dances and all that. But I used to always love YouTube, mate. I've always been a massive fan of. I just sit and watch Casey Neistat, different vloggers, mate, on YouTube all the time. Aye. And I've always been a pure. I don't know. I just love watching people's lives and interested about different things. And then TikTok came out, and it's like a mini version of YouTube.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? There is a lot of shite on that, and there's a lot of good on that, but it was just a wee mini version of YouTube, mate. So my first video was this wee guy here. Ruben, come say hi. My first video was of him.
Aye.
Say hi.
Hi. Alright.
This is Ruben.
Alright, Ruben.
Right. So hi. So he's dead clumsy. He's got like 2 left feet. And I done a video saying, "Hi, my name's Ruben." Hi, mate. And I've got 2 left feet. And it was like 6 clips of him falling.
Aye.
And it had like maybe like say 300 likes or something like that. I was like, "Oh, that's class." Mate, I woke up the next day, I had maybe like 50 followers.
Aye.
I followed about 300 people, mate, and like 50 followers.
Aye.
I just watched the videos while making them. Woke up the next day, I had like 7,000 followers, and that video was on like 500k views. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it, mate. I was like, what? How do I get so many followers? I woke up, I was like, my phone's what the fuck? So then for that, I just started. I then shaved my hair off.
Aye.
That was my next one.
Aye.
Just remember people were doing their self-cuts and that through lockdown or
whatever. Aye, mate. I done one myself. My hair was getting far too long, so I just went by razor, just boom. Like, I think I got like maybe a half all over. Yeah, I mean, everyone done it.
Aye. So I just went by number 3, I think it was, or 2. Just sat my phone down, mate. Just shaved all my hair off on my bed.
Aye.
Hair everywhere, man. And then that one done no bad, and then from there, mate, I just started to kind of make videos, mate. To be honest, I don't take it seriously. I just do it as a laugh. I just started to enjoy making videos and done a couple of different Mad Dog ones. Then as I started using it more and get a wee bit more followers, I then started doing daft dances and all that, and I can't dance, so people just find it hilarious.
Aye.
But some people take that so serious, mate. And do you know one thing I hate about TikTok? You see about Instagram and Facebook and like Snapchat and that, like social media platforms, you can't have a fake account on those things.
I know.
TikTok, it's full of trolls, man. That's my downfall with that, mate. It's full of people that are no followers, no likes, no nothing, no video. Their profile pictures like a granny or the Queen or like a coloured guy or a whatever with 12 eyes. Do you know what I mean? Or a guy with a mohawk with 17 eyes and a big jaw. Do you know what I mean? And then they'll come on your account and troll. But at the start, mate, getting some comments like I used to be able to take heart. And I'm like, fuck, I hate that. But see now, it's like, fuck it. Like, you make money off doing videos, mate, so I can get a fuck for people.
Mate, 100%. Aye. So like, so I mean, that's the thing with everything. But you're always going to get haters no matter what it is you do. But if it sort of makes you happy and you can sort of like, it's your thing, then why not just keep on going on with it?
Exactly. That's the way I do it now. I just do it since I joined the Creator Fund, maybe 5 weeks ago or something. My followers just haven't moved, and I don't know if it's part of being in the Creator Fund or whatever like that at all. But that's the only thing that's kind of annoying me a wee bit about it. But to be honest, mate, I've met so many people through it. I've met so many new pals and hundreds of new different people just through an app, which is brilliant. And then there's been loads of things like no, I wouldn't say like an influencer, no anything like that at all, but like a company sponsored me called Unsubtle Skills, so they'll send me their clothing. Philips writes watches, they send me out their watches. Just wee silly things like water companies will send you their water to drink when you're live, and they'll PayPal you 80 quid to drink a bottle of water. Do you know, like things like that, mate, like, I would never ever experience in my life. Where would I go things like that, do you know what I mean?
I know.
Doing videos.
I know, definitely. So like obviously being within the TikTok community and stuff like that, have you met up with like say Max Monroe? Do you know
I've not met Max yet. I've not met Max yet, but I've got him on Snapchat and Instagram and that. I've faced him a couple of times, whatever. But he's brilliant. He's a good laugh, man. He's a really good laugh, he is. But I know he's fairly Ayrshire way, but I've not physically met him. But still good pals. And there's loads of people. Like, there's me, Darren Clegg, Mark Hamilton, my pal Taylor Butcher. There's like a good Stephen Anderson. There's a good few of mate that are all we're all in group chats and that with each other. So
good stuff, mate.
It is, mate. It's good to fucking branch out and meet other people.
Definitely, mate. Definitely. Who else? I'm trying to think of other names. Kaz Milligan. Have you seen him? His TikToks.
I don't know. I don't know Kaz really that well. I know he's like kind of top of 5 week or something like that. But I've seen a couple of his as well, man. There's Nathan Kerr and things like that as well that are all good guys.
Always love Max Monroe's videos, the ones where he's doing the Glasgow uni accent.
Oh, mate, I see the Edinburgh one, I know.
Brilliant.
See when they're slating the fucking Edinburgh accent, mate, it's fucking brilliant, man. I've got like the most Glaswegian accent that you can possibly get, man, so see when it comes up to Edinburgh, it's fucking, I hate the accent, it's absolute barking. See some of the things they say, I know, mate, they call slippers baffies.
Aye.
Baffies, they call it, see, what would you call it, your kitchen worktop? Like the worktop, they call it a bunker.
Bunker, I heard that one.
Other things, man, they say a tink. Let's see if you're smelly or whatever, they say, oh, you're a tink.
A tink?
Aye, or something's chacky, it means like you're a junkie or something, I don't know.
I suppose they kind of have their own sort of like sort of way of speaking as well. Like, I mean, they always say, I work over in Rosyth, so a lot of people that I work with are from Edinburgh, and you always kind of get, ken what I mean, like in that, like they're all from like sort of Kirkcaldy way. So I'm kind of quite exposed to the sort of.
So used to it.
Quite used to it, mate. Quite used to it.
What do you do yourself?
I work for Babcock International.
Aye.
So I work for them, mate. So I do like sort of process design, so designing equipment for ships that carry. Obviously, you must have. Did you do chemistry in high school?
Aye.
Aye. So like, see, like sort of propane
I got for hard chemistry. I had a tutor for chemistry, but I was shite.
Did you? Oh, mate, I could have tutored you.
That was my only science I took. I was so shite at science, mate.
Aye. No, so I basically work in the liquid gas department, so it's basically like, see hydrocarbons and that. like sort of propane and butane and that. So we kit out ships to like sort of contain like, so it doesn't basically, so like it doesn't explode and sort of, you can kind of keep it at like a sort of safe level and that when you're transporting it. It's good, mate. It's good, mate. I studied.
You're fucking punting water, man. You're doing mad things like that.
Yeah, but you're TikTok famous, so I watch both ways. I love the shite bag if you don't video as well on your TikTok. That was brilliant.
Do you know? So I was put up for it. I was like, I'm not a shite bag, but that's one thing I'll know, mate. I'll do it in editing. See, as long as it doesn't hurt. See, as long as it's not like harmful to someone else or harmful to the community or it's offensive to somebody, I'll do it any better. That's what I was annoyed about, because the next one was like, you have to go and sing My Milkshake Friends of the Boys to Yard, something in the middle of Asda or a superstore. But in my work, I pure can't leave the showroom when there's only 2 salesmen in. And then it got to like 4 o'clock and I checked my phone and they were like, oh, Dylan's a shite bag. I was like, I work. I left the house at 6:30 in the morning, don't finish at 7 at night. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not a shite bag.
Hi.
Alright.
But so they deemed me a shite bag. I was like, what? Fucking
Aye, definitely. Aye, but I seen obviously, I take it, see when you said in the video, like, the worms, I take it didn't take you 2 hours to find the worms, no?
Nah, it was about a good 40, but it was about a 40 minutes, mate, of digging back, mate. I could not find worms either.
What did they taste like when you ate them?
So, mate, I've got such a descriptive taste, mate, and they're stinking. But, so imagine, right, imagine you ate a 2p, so I can have coppery metal taste,
right,
mixed with like soil, like earth, no even like no mud, like proper earth soil that's been under the ground, with a couple of leaves that you might eat when you're younger, with a bit of a crunch and a wee bit of blood taste. Do you know that? You like taste blood?
Yeah, a wee bit. Yeah.
So like, imagine all them combined, and that's honestly, they were stinking. It was when I crunched the worm. I've got a hole in my tooth there. Yeah. And I kind of crunched it, and one of the wee half bits got stuck into my tooth. So I had to, like, after the video, the wee bit, I had to pick it out with my tooth, and I couldn't get that taste away. But the eggs weren't that bad. The eggs.
Me and my pals done that with. I think we all used to do like the quizzes on Zoom during lockdown, and we always used to do the forfeit. If you came last, you always the person first picked a forfeit for you. One of my pals, Jack, ate raw eggs out of a pint glass. But it wasn't. I think he necked it and won.
They are stinking. They are stinking, but they're no. It wasn't like the worms. The worms are fucking next level.
So TikTok for the new Mad Dog. How did the Londis sort of deal come about with that? Was that a promotion?
Yeah. I've got to get ripped apart for it because it's Londis, mate. But it's so. I thought I was sitting in my room. I played Rocket League all the time. I played Xbox loads. And I was sitting, man, and I just seen that Mad Dog. But I remember about a year ago, somebody released a picture of it, and it was that one. But it was just like a concept, or like a bam up, I can't mind. And then I was like, this is a bam up, like they're at it. So then this Londis one, the guy's actually showing you pulling him out the box. So I was like, no way, man, this is for real. So I'm like in the group chat with the boys, I'm like, look, this new Mad Dog, man, dynamite. Because obviously, like in America, you get hundreds of other flavours, but here you don't. Obviously, like they brought out the dragon fruit and then the electric melon, but they've been out in America for donkeys. There's like banana red and peaches and cream and all that you don't get here that you get out there. So then adding that stitching, and it was like them showing you the Mad Dog. So I just made a video with my roommate, me shoving my hoodie on, my shoes on, then sprinting to the street. And then that video ended up, I don't know, maybe like 300k views and like over 10k likes. I can't remember like exactly what it was. But they messaged me because their page had like 400 followers. They're Londis thing. So they basically promote, like they get, do you know that AU vodka, the gold one?
Was it the one with the gold sort of bits in it?
So basically they have like Ciroc and all that in their shop. They do like TikTok, see all like this different flavours of Ciroc, all that shit, just to promote their wee Londis shop. So the boy messaged me, he's like, oh, I've went up from 300 followers to like 2.5k or something. He just said, oh, thanks very much for it. I said, oh, no worries, mate. I said, I'm going to pop up and get a bottle. He's like, I pop in and I'll sort you out. So I just fucking made a TikTok of me going up just to promote our page again, and then he gave me 4 bottles of Mad Dog for nothing. So it was just, my pals that were all laughing at me, like, imagine actually doing a hang with Londis. I was like, it wasn't really doing something right. I just went up and the guy sorted out a cut a bottle of Mad Dog, and obviously he would have got clout or no clout. He would have got sales for the video anyway, you know what I mean?
Defos, aye. It's mad.
Telling about a mad dog for nothing.
Aye, that's 40 quid for nothing, aye.
Exactly, man.
Pretty much, man. I mean, I think the Electric Melon came out, and when it came out, it was, mate, I remember people were pricing it at like 30, 40 quid because it was so rare.
Aye. Mate, it was mental. I tried the peaches and cream one about 2 years ago. My pal brought it back to America, and it was dynamite. And then he's like, oh, I tried the Electric Melon earlier, that was class. And then when they brought it out here, then took places were charging 15 quid and all that for it. But see, to be honest, I don't like red Mad Dog. I don't like the blue one. I don't like the orange one. See the Mad Originals? I don't like them. I just like the Dragon Fruit Electric Melon. You know?
The Orange Jubilee Mad Dog is the one that I waited off when I was younger, man, and I've not went back to it since. Really. I quite like
that's it for you, man.
I'm usually Buckfast if I'm drinking any
tonic. I like a bottle of Buckfast, mate.
Defos, mate, defos. So this is probably sort of a question I kind of do with most of my guests. Alright, that's to me, man.
Yep. Jackson, that's all this.
That's it, alright. Is that is that Monsters Inc. in his t-shirt?
Minecraft. So his is Minecraft.
Aye.
And what's on your t-shirt?
Avengers,
man.
That's
sick, man. That's cool.
Fortnite.
Fortnite? No way. Listen, man, just on all of this. I go for sorry, mate. Fire on.
Aye, mate. So I usually ask this question with my guests. What would your last meal be?
My last meal?
Aye.
Fuck you.
See, like a week out.
If I'm on death row.
Aye, something like that.
I'm on death row and I've got one meal.
Aye.
Oh, mate. What a good question, man. Part of me is like, oh, I'd love a Chinese. See, my last meal, mate, before that, my very last thing, it would be a roast chicken dinner. So, like, chicken, gravy, totties, mashed totties, Yorkshire pudding, broccoli, turnip, cabbage, all that, mate. Hunters of gravy, man. Hunters of mashed totties, mate. Big fat plate, about 5 Yorkshire puddings.
Aye.
That'd be my last meal, man. A big fucking belter of a Sunday dinner, man.
What would your drink be with it?
My drink?
Aye.
Mate, I couldn't get a bottle. I did have a bottle of Mad Dog. I don't do that. Does alcohol count?
Aye. Get anything, any drink, alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Just anything.
So alcoholic would be a bottle of Mad Dog. It would be Dragon Fruit Mad Dog. I'd scalp that. I'd tan it on one, mate, just for my last thing going out. I'm going to get put in the chair and get put to death. I'm going to if it was... I don't know if people are going to hate me for this, mate, but I love Dr. Pepper.
Oh, mate, I love it. Oh, man, it's class, isn't it?
I don't know. Mate, Dr. Pepper's my thing, man. Mate, kind of Dr. Pepper.
It's quality, mate. I used to mix it with Jaeger sometimes. Like, see, when I was younger. That, like, Jaeger and Dr. Pepper, man, it was like dead thick, but it was dead, like... But it was actually kind of like...
Yeah, see, Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew, man, nearly go through the rings.
What about Powerade? Are you into Powerade?
Aye, mate, I love Blue Powerade, mate.
Mate, see Blue Powerade, mate. See when... Aye, we went to Budapest 2 years, I think not this year, but the year before, mate. I remember I were getting the booze and that for the pre-drinks and stuff before we went out. And I bought a bottle of red Powerade, man, and it was just Powerade the whole holiday. It's like the morning after, man.
Aye. See when I'm mega rough, mate. I just buy like 4 bowls of Blue Powerade, mate. I lie in my bed and I just put them into my mouth, man.
Brilliant, mate.
Just keeping me alive.
Aye, definitely, mate. Definitely, man. Mate, that's it, man. Mate, that's the cure. At the end of the day, mate, a blue bottle of Powerade, and mate, just gets the sugar in that in you, man. Back in you, mate.
Did you see the cans that came out? And there was meant to be cans that you drink them and they cure your hangover or something, B2B or something like that?
No.
I was like cans that came out, it was like B2B, like mad yellow and blue bits, and you're meant to drink them before you go on it, and then you don't wake up with a hangover. Mate, I drank one of them, and it actually tasted of eggs, but it's smelly eggs, and I woke up the next day rough as it, and I was even more rough, mate, after drinking the can. It was about £3.
That is an absolute, nah, mate, that's a rip-off, man. That's a rip-off.
£3, mate, and I was even more rough. I was like, nah, man, I'm not having it.
No
I was
chance,
like, I tell you what, I don't buy the cans. £3 of it.
I know. Defos, mate, defos. Anyway, Dylan, cheers for coming on the show. Hope to see some of your world-class TikToks and that in the future. Let us know how it goes, mate. All the best, my man.
Brilliant, bro. Thanks for having me, mate. It's a pleasure.
No worries, mate. No worries. Cheers. Thanks again.